Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Books, the Qniverse, and Everything, the podcast, episode 2. We heard you like readathons in your readathons, so we put some readathons in your readathons. Hi, I'm Q, the founder of Hardest Reading Challenge You'll Ever Do. You might know about it. And with me today, I have two co-hosts who are also Discord moderators on the Discordy, who are also experts in readathons. We have Elimarna and Alex here today with me. Both of you, would you like to say hi, introduce yourself, and what kind of readathon expertise you are bringing to the table this episode? Elimarna, let's start with you.
All right, I am Elimarna. You probably recognize me at this point from various activities on Q's channel. I have been doing readathons since G over at the Book Roast launched Aurelium as her kind of redo of the readathon that she was running for years. And so I got pulled into that one. It was suggested by a friend of mine, and I started that, and then from there it just kind of launched into doing a whole lot more readathons. So I have participated in the amazing readathon several times. Escape the Readathon, Realmathon, Clue, and most notably and most recently, I accidentally hijacked a readathon and took over running Suffer-a-thon from Paige over at Pages with Paige. Because the whole point of Suffer-a-thon is to do kind of an anti-readathon where, yes, there are prompts. The prompts can be very loosely interpreted or ignored, as the case may be. I usually go the ignore route. And just the whole thing, the whole idea of it is to kind of create this like community of like an anti-readathon where you don't have to do anything that anybody says, but you can if you want, and most people do. Mm-hmm. And if you don't do what the mods say to do, then you get punishments. And these punishments are typically things like, oh, you need to read a book that I hated, or you need to read a book that you've been putting off for 10 years, like stuff like that. And so when Paige hit a point where she was just kind of burning out and she didn't really want to run it anymore, and so she came to me because I kept coming up with ideas and going, Paige, what if we did this? What if we did this? And she was like, oh yeah, you know what? Do you want to just run it? And I was immediate panic. Oh my God, did I like bulldoze you? I didn't mean to do this. I swear I wasn't actually trying to take over. And she was like, no, like I'm just tired of it. Do you want it? It's yours. And I was like, okay, I'll take it. And so I put together my own mod team, and now I run Suffer-a-thon, and have taken over completely. And now we do a year-long reading challenge that's actually only 10 months. And then we'll have our normal month-long, more intensive, more focused readathon in November. So
you readathon so hard, you took it over. You became the readathon.
I quite literally hijacked the readathon. And the funniest part to me is that I actually had the year before a joke kind of with myself where I was like, what if I just like hijacked Suffer-a-thon and like made taking it over my goal? And I was like, what if I could do that? What if I could just take this readathon over and like run it? And,
unintentional manifesting.
Yeah. And I guess I manifested that because when Paige came to me, it was about a year after I came up with this idea, and she was like, here you go. And I was like, oh, that worked. So the readathon that I stole.
All right. And Alex, how about you?
So I started my very first readathon was Aurelium. And I was like, oh, I really like this readathon. And then I added another one. So I was only doing 2. And now I think I'm up to 35. I'm trying to remember what because I shared it with the mods. I'm like, what was my number?
Yeah,
I think it was 35.
Yeah.
And that's because I had to kick one readathon out because we discovered some things about that readathon. And I was like, yeah, that one's gone.
Yeah.
But then I decided I was going to add an ARC challenge instead.
Yeah. So just a nice, fine, simple amount of readathons.
Yeah. Nice and normal. It's fine.
Awesome.
It's fine.
Well, like I do find that it sometimes is easy to add multiple readathons because a lot of prompts and things are not necessarily copied, but are either very similar or they're ones that like everybody knows or they're very simple. So they don't cause you to be necessarily be hyper specific. So one book can cross many readathons very easily. It was actually kind of the reason I did Herkid, because I was tired of that. So because you guys are both experts in these styles, I actually have some cards here, and these were actually in an Illumicrate box. These are Illumicrate reading prompt cards, and I thought we could play a little game. Would you like to play a game?
You know who you're talking to? I'm pretty sure Alex and I. Yes.
Remind me what you decided to do for the quote challenge in Herkid, Elimarna.
It's only all of the 10-minute version of All Too Well. All of it.
Wait, you did the 10-minute version?
Yes, because if I start singing the first couple lines, it's a guarantee that 10 minutes later I'll be finishing. For me, the whole song is, in fact, one quote. It's a problem.
Yeah, so this is why Elimarna also tracks that you're now running Sufferathon.
Yeah.
You know?
It does track. of all the readathons that I would take over, it would be Sufferathon.
Yeah.
And I convinced someone who's now also in Sufferathon to do the All Too Well reading challenge with me. And now I've got one of my mods in Sufferathon who's decided to do the same thing, but with Defying Gravity from Wicked.
See, I thought I was Chaos because I've been on all the Chaos teams.
Elimarna's run the Chaos teams.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we call her Queen Ellie.
Yeah.
But now I'm just like, dang.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, why not?
With sane. I don't do sane. And the thing is, this is me in real life too. If you find people who actually know me in real life, they will be like, yeah, no, this is exactly how she is.
This tracks on brand. Well, we're going to play a little game, and we're going to do a best out of 5, where I'm going to give you one of these reading prompts, and you guys will have, what do we think? What's a good time frame for this? 30 seconds? 1 minute? To find a book for said prompt.
I only have half my books down here, but okay.
You can also just know the book. Like, you can just think of it and go and say the name of the book. You can buzz in, you know. But you have to make a really obnoxious buzzer sound if you do. Especially write really loudly into the microphone, so when Elimarna is editing, that it's really pleasant for
I really
her
appreciate that.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to do best out of 5. And the winner of this little game will be able to put a book on the other person's TBR. Can be any book, doesn't matter. Could be an evil
I don't like
book.
that laugh.
Poor Elimarna. No, you're gonna read about my favorite couple.
Oh, Lord.
Bella and Edward. I knew it.
No. No.
Already read that one.
No, that's like, you guys like Twilight, and I'm over here like, nope. No.
Oh, we've never once said that we like Twilight.
No, there's not been a mention of liking Twilight.
No,
I've read
this is
Twilight.
a running gag on this show. With Found Family.
Oh.
Got a Malice.
Got it.
It's Got a Malice with Rena Kent. Or by Rena Kent.
1 point, Alex. Elimarna, did you have one?
I was gonna. Oh God, I had one, but I couldn't think of the name. Like,
Just saying, my urban fantasy series is Found Family. Okay. All right. Prompt number 2 is a book with a 1-word title.
Matched.
Matched. 1 point, Elimarna. 1-1. The scores are 1-1, folks. All right. Prompt number 3 is the newest book on your shelf.
Oh, The Mind Gut Connection.
Okay.
Mine is like right there too. Because it's this one.
What is it called?
The Bourgeois Confessions by
Right.
Alyssa Palumbo. Yeah, I just couldn't like grab it fast enough because it was under several things.
Got it. All right. Your 4th prompt is a book that has enemies to lovers.
Oh,
Crown Duel by Sherwood Smith actually has that.
The score is now 2-2. The final prompt, who will get to put the book on somebody else's TBR, is going to be... We already actually kind of did that. Never mind. We're not going to do that one. The final... It was a book you recently purchased. Like, that's the same as that.
Yeah.
We're not going to do that one again. All right. The actual final prompt is a book with a marriage of convenience.
Oh, House of Bane and Blood.
Oh, nice. Well done. That goes to Elimarna. Well done. Well done.
My next read. For a readathon.
The next read for the readathon. Yep. And those are pretty good, but I will say that these prompts pretty basic.
Yeah.
Pretty basic. Pretty basic. Did you already pick which book you want Alex to read?
I'm putting Crown Duel by Sherwood Smith on her list, actually.
Okay, there we go.
Ooh.
Well, it's one of my favorite books of all time, so at least I'm being nice and giving her something I love.
There you go.
Well, the last book you suggested was something I liked. So.
Yeah.
Do you know what so that one had what was the prompt on that one?
That was Enemies to Lovers. Yeah.
Lovers. Nice. So yeah, a lot of these prompts have very simple things. A book with a love triangle, a book with a journey or a quest, a first in a series, oldest book, dark academia, fated mates, cozy fantasy, a romantasy book. That's just a genre, right? None of them really offer anything all that spectacular. Nothing really offering a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what I like to do, because if you give me something too vague, I'm going to freeze.
Yeah.
I'm going to decision freeze.
Yeah.
So that's why in past with like my TBR games, I've made them hyper specific prompts. And that's what I took when I did Herked, was to like, let's actually do something that you're going to have to think about a little bit more. Now, some were easy ones, A to Z. You don't have to think too hard about that. You just find ones. But other ones, I'm like, I want you to think about it and do those things. And that's why I created the whole thing. Because I was just like, I was participating, much like Alex, in so many readathons. And I like them all, but they all just kind of were the same. Like I could take one book and every single readathon, almost the same prompt some of the times.
Mm-hmm.
I would use those. So
yeah,
I like some variety in them. Do you guys find that readathons are kind of, not I would say copying each other, but they're really utilizing the same things?
Yeah. There are some that will copy each other, but then change the prompts to fit their wants and needs of reading. And I'm like, okay, I could kind of see where that's okay. Then there's sometimes where I'm like, no. And then it's a lot of, well, I can use this book for these 3 prompts because they're so similar, but they're not the same prompt. So that's how I get through all these readathons.
Yeah.
Like, so last August, Amanda from Amanda's like Reading and Writing Life, I think, something like that, decided to set a challenge for herself. Every single readathon that she found, she was going to do. And Paige decided to do the same thing. So they did that challenge together. And just seeing the number of times same or similar prompts would come up, because I watched like how they planned it all out and everything they would go through, and you know, like the same or similar prompts would come up. It would be, they'd be able to use the same book for like 15 readathons because it was so similar. And it's just like, on the one hand, if you're just like enjoy the community aspect and use the prompts to kind of like guide your reading a little bit, but you're really there for the community, I can see how that would be like kind of nice, make it a little bit easy. I know if I'm doing a lot at once, I tend to appreciate that happening a few times, especially since I only have so much time in my month to read, and so much time and so much attention. And so like on the one hand, it can be really convenient, it can be really nice. And so I don't see like necessarily harm in a lot of repetitive prompts, but like I also love seeing really creative prompts and like things that are just kind of out of the box. Like one of the things that I had for Sufferathon for January, which is an ongoing part of the challenge, is I had one of the people in the server create an overly specific bingo. just a 3x3 bingo card,
Mhm.
super hyper specific prompts. And I said, you have to get a bingo on this bingo card in order to unlock the ability to build a house in this like build your own monster and readathon. And so she put a book with exactly 2 Dalmatians on the cover, a book with exactly 72 chapters, a book the color of the retired dandelion crayon.
Yeah.
A book that uses the word snowflake between what was it, 11 and 42 times, something like that. A book with the word "the" in the summary exactly 6 times.
Yeah,
I found a book with someone wearing both green and yellow on the cover, like just hyper specific. Like the example.
I know I could do that one.
Yeah, a book.
There's a volume of Prince of Tennis.
Yeah, was a book with a saguaro cactus on the cover, and it has to be a saguaro cactus. It can't be any other type. So like that's one of the things that I had done, and I announced it, and I had people rolling their eyes at me, going, "Why?" And I was like, "You don't."
Those are my kind of prompts. That's what I like.
Yeah, you don't.
That
have
forces
to.
you into a very narrow scape of what you can pick off your shelf, and that's what I like.
But it's going to like a number of people already have. They put together a story graph challenge to share books that they find for each of these prompts, and they're rolling with it and they're having fun. So
yeah, I think the other aspect of, especially for Alex, like doing so many readathons, there is an element of completionism, of being able to do so many different things and say you did all these readathons. I also totally get that aspect of it, and I think that's really fun too. It's a fun way. Like, I'm still doing a bunch of different readathons at the same time, and I just like to see, with what I'm reading already, what can apply. So I don't necessarily go into readathons being like, I must only pick books for this readathon. I kind of mix I have those prompts in the back of my mind, and then as I'm reading, going, oh, that one counts for that. Oh, that one counts for that. And just kind of getting excitement for completing things, and especially putting things in trackers. We all know I love spreadsheets. So, Alex, you said you had 35.
Yes.
You want to name them for us so everyone else can also learn all these amazing readathons?
Okay. Got my list up.
Okay.
So my reading challenges are included into that list.
Okay.
Sorry, small child handing me a tea to open. So I do the Year of Goober, the 52 book club challenge, and then I'm in both buzzwordathons. So the title and the cover, the TBR-a-thon. There's 3 versions this year, and then she has you can do the weekends, the month one, or the yearly one. So I'm doing all 3 of those.
Okay.
I'm doing the anti-brain rot challenge.
Nice.
The jellyfish reading challenge. Jurassic Park readathon. The series takedown. Romanceopoly. Once Upon a Year readathon. Hercad 2.0. Hercad 3.0. I already have to have a space in there for that.
Sure.
Sufferathon, because Ellie said I needed to do it. Aurelium in spring and fall. So then I have the book bingos, and I'm doing mystery and mixed, and then our fantasy when that comes out. I think it's March or April.
Yeah, usually April, I think.
And then my A to Z challenge, I kicked it up. It could be titles, author, the main character's name, and locations. And I'm including 0 through 9. So that could also be like series, like the number of books in a series and all of that. And then the astrological signs of main characters, the cover color challenge, the queer rainbow challenge, my BIPOC rainbow challenge, the translation challenge, the nonfiction challenge, 12 and 12 from my husband. So he picked 12 books for me to read in the next 12 months. My 12 books in 12 months from friends. And then I also have TV shows and movies are included within those. So those are 2 more challenges. And then my ARC challenge.
So I've got 38 on my fingers.
I miscounted.
What's funny is there are more that I know that you're not doing.
Yeah, I know.
No, don't tell me that. I'll go for that.
Let's add more. So, of all those readathons, which ones have you already done before?
The Year of Goober, of course, Hercad, 52 Book Club, Buzzwordathon, the TBR-athon, and I think Aurelium.
Aurelium, yeah.
And then I've done my book bingos, my A to Z challenges, the cover color. I've done the queer and the BIPOC rainbows. And then I did 12 and 12 last year as well.
And without any bias, which one's your favorite?
Well, sadly, it's not Hercad. It's the Gooberathon.
Yeah.
Because a little ghosty goober. And
I love Goober. I did the one last year with Goober and the bouquets and the flowers. That was so cute.
I did all 24 prompts last year. And
that's what I do. Yeah.
I'm doing all 24 again this year.
Yeah, obviously. You gotta. That's what I like about like that one and like Buzzwordathon. Because even though they're like listed for the months, my means of doing it is I try to do it as much as I can. I try as many times as possible. So like with buzzword titles and buzzword covers, I have a tracker where I have all the prompts there. And then once I fill it out once, I try again and see how many times I can complete it. I will say this year, Buzzwordathon, very difficult for me. It's getting very hard.
Yeah.
When I looked at the prompts for Buzzwordathon this year, I was like, oh, that's more towards stuff I don't read.
Exactly.
So now I'm going to have to read that genre to get the...
Yeah.
Well, and then I got the January prompt actually in February from reading my last book because there was a skull on the cover. Well, skulls are supposed to be inside the body.
Yep. That would count. That's like because I think Kayla from there, she reads a lot of like mystery and thriller and horror and stuff, and I'm like, not me genres. But that's okay because it challenges you to diversify your reading and things. Very fun, very fun. Elimarna, aside from all of the Sufferathon craziness, what else are you participating in this year? Also aside from Hercad, because we all know about Hercad.
Well, aside from Hercad, so let's see. I kind of did one called Mistletoes and Manuscripts, which I vaguely forgot about last month, but this month, the same person. It's a very small group. We're doing one called The Love Shack, and it's a team-based competitive readathon with like a little mystery element to it, and we have to read, like we have to set our TBR ahead of time and then actually read it to not be penalized. And if you know anything at all about me, you know I'm struggling. I'm almost done with my first book. But I am doing, oh gosh, I did not write all this down because I'm not an organized human being. I'm attempting to do Romanceopoly. So Bree from Four Paws in the Book does a number of other smaller challenges, and so she has the 26 and 2026 that I'm doing my own way. She left it very like open. She was like, you can change the prompts as you need to, like do whatever you want. And so I'm doing it my own way, and I decided to do 5 completed trilogies, 6, I think it was 6 classics, 8 series that I need to finish. So like actually finishing those series, even if it's 1 book or like 3 books or whatever, like actually finishing those series. So I have to have read at least 1 book from the series for it to count on that list. And then 8 Book of the Month books, because I am notorious for not reading the Book of the Month books that I order. And then she's doing like a cover scavenger hunt. I had my Sufferathon people do a 12 and 12 for me, which has had interesting results. I am trying to do, did I say Romanceopoly? Because I'm trying to do Romanceopoly.
Yep.
I am doing all of the options for TBR-athon because Leandra is incredible.
Shout out Leandra.
Next month I am signed up for Realmathon, which covers with Cassidy. So Cassidy over at Covers with Cassidy runs that every year. This is the 5th year. It's chaos and fun.
Fun
So I'm
fact,
doing- yeah.
Realmathon is my readathon for Herkyet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I signed up for that, chose my team and all that. What else am I doing?
Everything.
I have so many, and I like just completely neglected to actually finish any kind of planning for them, even after I made like all these pretty graphics and everything.
Sounds like somebody needs a spreadsheet.
I do. I'm doing so Chris over at Chris's Reading Corner is running. I think they have 4-year-long challenges this year or something along those lines that they are running.
Wow.
With their friend Omi, and they do a really incredible job with the prompts and everything. And so I decided, I was like, I'm going to do one of your challenges because I respect you so much that I want to like support you. And so I am doing Phase Out Your Series-a-thon over the course of this year because I desperately need to make progress on the mini series that I start and then abandon for years on end.
I do love that they use FaceTime for so much. Like, it's one of my favorite like little quick card games that did not at all ever end in fist fights between me and my sisters ever.
Oh, I'm sure never. I love their channel. They are so underrated as a booktuber.
Yeah.
I love
Chris's Corner.
Yes. So big shout out to Chris's Corner. And then I'm doing Brittany over at Books and Rescues or something like that.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember her exact channel name at the moment, but she does TBR Takedown, so I'm doing that this year as well.
Good one.
Or trying to.
Does anyone do the bookish bingo board from hell?
I saw that video, and I'm Literary Diversions. Like, she's hilarious. She's so funny.
Adore Win.
Yeah.
I want to be Win's best friend. Win, if you're watching this or listening to this, I want to be your best friend.
Yeah, she is so funny and just like out there, and I love her. I try to remember to watch her channel, but I don't always have the most time.
I'm super backlogged on watching YouTube right now.
Oh yeah, same.
Yeah, that's what I'm very excited about. I like the bookish bingo board from hell because like Win has theirs that they do, you know, and then I've kind of manipulated to what, you know, would work for me. So you can kind of use the same concept. Overall, there's a couple that I'm like, yeah, I'll use those prompts, with some that I'm like, I don't need to do that because I already do this or whatever. But I love bookish bingo board from hell. I think it's such a fun idea and such a fun time. So we've talked a lot about all these fun readathons, but one thing we haven't talked about is the difference in solo readathons and team-based readathons. Where do you guys stand on solo versus team-based?
So I like the team-based readathons, but I won't start them until about March, and then I will end them around October.
Sure.
Just to give me like the mid part of the year to do the team-based, the competitive, get as much reading done as possible, but keep my stressful months a little bit freer.
Sure. Elimarna, how about you?
Yeah. So I like doing a mix because team-based can be a lot of fun, especially like in that like month-long setting where you're very focused on reading for a month. And like sometimes it can be a little bit hyper competitive. I noticed last year some people were taking it a little bit too far, but like overall, if you're on a team that understands that ultimately it doesn't matter if you win or not, like in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. What really matters is like, to me, I just like having that community and having like these new people that I can talk to, and you know, reading good books and then like yelling about them together and being like, oh my god, I love that book. Like that for me is like the main thing. And so like having like a team and like having that competitive element kind of helps drive me more to actually finish, because I do have ADHD. I am in fact driven by the competition. And if I can earn shiny points or whatever, then even better. But at the same time, like having a nice balance with like one-off single person type challenges. Like the year-long suffer-a-thon thing, eventually they will have a kind of team-based element that will come in. I'm going to say that now, and I'm sure some of them will probably watch this and will be like, oh, what are you going to give away about Suffer-a-thon? There will be a team-ish sort of element. We'll all be on the same team, but also not.
Okay.
I'm finalizing mechanics of it still. but like the year long is a like you're building a monster on your own. You can build a whole army of monsters on your own if you really want. I told them multiple times, like if you just want to have an army of floating eyeballs, build an army of floating eyeballs. Like do it. Like I'm not gonna stop you. Believe me, that is horrifying to think about.
Yeah.
Just like 500 eyeballs descending on you, and you're going, "What did I just stumble into?" So, like I like having a mix, and like for me, having a balance of like solo like reading challenges and readathons that I can do, and then like this small readathon on a team that I'm doing, like with a really small team, for the Love Shack. That honestly has been kind of hitting a sweet spot for me because I have a small team. These are people that I've been talking to for months, getting to know, and like so we all kind of know each other, and we've been doing a lot of these little readathons together, and like it is a happy good time. So I definitely go for a mix.
One readathon that I wanted to mention, because I do like the team-based readathons and other things. Like obviously you guys know I do your shitstorm, and I do we did Winter Wondermania and stuff, and I do like having team ones because I love a little friendly competition. Some people definitely do take it way too seriously, but one readathon that sadly had its last round was the Hunger Games readathon, and that was on like Discord and stuff, and it was so fun because they had an extra element. Well, they had a couple extra elements. So you had like your prompt list and everything, and then you got to choose which district. I was always District 10 because that was livestock and it was animals. Like I'm choosing that one. But then they would have the mutt fights where you would have there was a command in Discord to roll a d20, and you would go against the game makers and stuff and see who would win, and you could wager points and stuff. And I'm like, I love that element of it where it wasn't necessarily how to read a book. It was just like, I've earned enough points to do a thing, let's roll. And then I would always lose, and it would hurt me and my team, but it was still really fun, and it created a gambling addiction. But I love when readathons have those extra elements where it's not just read the book, here's the prompt, fill it out, but there's a little something extra, and it may or may not have inspired some things for Hercule 3.0 that have not even been revealed to my mods yet.
Oh my.
That I've been working in secret on. But yeah.
There's Dark Q.
She's always here.
Paige. So in Suffer-a-thon, Paige actually started it in our second year, a casino, because the second year it was a cruise ship theme. And so she started a casino where people could go and roll against the mods to try and get like books changed or whatever they wanted to do, get punishments removed, whatever they needed. And so we have taken that 17 steps further and gone for the bargaining with the Fae room because that is kind of the vibe that my whole mod team in general has kind of given off in Suffer-a-thon since we took over in December. Is like, because someone would say, real life example here actually happened. One person was having her name changed a lot, and so she asked, could I please not have my name changed anymore? I'm getting tired of it. And we said, bet. And so we stopped changing her name. We took away her own ability to change her name, and her name got stuck on one very ridiculous name for a month. And she was like, that is not what I meant. And I was like, well, you need to be more specific then. You need to say what you mean.
You played the game, man.
So yeah, we definitely, and we're always doing stuff like that. We're someone, specifically Sam, will say they want something, and at one point I mocked her using a Linkin Park GIF, and so she just said in all caps, "Mock me with Linkin Park GIFs," and I was like, okay. So I posted on the notice board. I was like, hey everyone, Sam wants us all to mock her with Linkin Park. Like, you gotta be careful what you ask for in Suffer-a-thon, because we will take you very literally if we decide that we will want to. So there's always a lot of extra elements and random things happening. And I mean, I run it so it's pure chaos like half the time.
Yeah.
So we're trying, like we keep saying, we're going to calm the chaos down and let it be more normal and normal. And then something always happens within like 4 days of saying, oh yeah, we're not going to do anything else for a while. And someone inevitably comes along and like all of that just goes up in the air. So there's, I mean, we're known for weird extra elements like that.
All right. So we love our readathons. We love all these team-based, solo-based, all these fun little prompts, little things. What is something that you'd want to see in future readathons? What would you like? Is there an element you'd like them to do, or any kind of theme you'd like to see from future readathons?
I want to see a D&D one that isn't like the basic.
Okay.
I want it where it's team-based and you're actually trying to fight a monster. Because the ones that I've seen is just like, oh, you get to pick your character and what race and all of this, but there's not like actually go fight the monster, or there is one and I just have missed it so far.
Yeah.
So you want that boss battle?
Yes, give me a good boss battle.
Good to know.
Glad you said that.
Oh no.
No.
What are you doing?
No, Dark. No.
I'm so happy that somebody wants something like that. Sorry, I'm trying to get my trigger my camera to work again, but it's also giving me that really good creepy lighting.
Yeah, Dark Q is definitely out to play tonight.
I'm so glad. You have no idea how happy that makes me. Elimarna, what about you? Be careful with your words. Just kidding.
Yeah, right. Speaking of being very intentional with wording, I have really been enjoying the smaller readathons that I've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wouldn't mind seeing like a smaller competitive, not so much like team-based, but like maybe like pairs, like you're paired off with someone.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of in the same spirit of like the Amazing Readathon.
Okay.
But I found myself last year, I love and adore the creativity that Brie puts into that. I think that she did a phenomenal job with everything last year because she decided to take it and go with like fictional worlds and fictional places.
Mm-hmm.
And I think her plan is to do that again this year. And I do appreciate that, but at the same time, I kind of found myself more motivated when it was following the more like real world based, like a route map and everything that you could actually trace through the world. And so like for me, like the second year I read, what was it, 36 books, I think, in a month, which is insane for me. Like that's insane. Unheard of. I don't normally manage that, but I did it. And I was like literally pacing around to CVS finishing a book one day. But like having something like that, but it's a smaller group, like a limited participation, and like having people either maybe groups of like 2 or 4, something like that, where they're competing against each other and doing like kind of a race type thing, trying to get to a certain point.
Buddy reading.
Yeah. And it's like something along those lines I feel like could be really fun, but it would have to be implemented really carefully.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Dark Q has nothing to say about that, but
but boss battles, on the other hand.
I feel like I just give Dark Q ideas.
Oh, this was Dark Q acknowledging that idea exists.
Oh,
that idea. Something is coming. Something is coming. Actually, many things are coming, I would say.
Yeah.
3.0 is insane. 3.0 is going to be insane.
It's going to be so much fun, though, and there's going to be a lot of elements, like just from what we already know about it. There's so many cool elements that I think people
I'm
are
really pumped. I'm really pumped for 3.0.
Yeah.
Very, very excited about it. But you know what else I'm really excited about? Roasting people's bookshelves. And we did this on our last episode where we had our lovely Discord members submit to us their bookshelves where we can make judgments and assume things about them in a fun, family fun way. We can also look at some of their books and see what readathons they should be participating in based on their books. So we have about 52 that we had from the pool of last time. Alex, what number would you like to view this time?
Let's go with number 9.
Number 9, coming right up. So bookshelf number 9 immediately. My dumb brain finds Eclipse. We have a lot of, they look to be very well loved. Oh, there's Twilight right there too. That's the movie cover too. Wow. We have a lot of OG YA books. They seem very loved, and they're also in Spanish. I see Tormenta, Immortal. So whoever we're reading is definitely not.
Yeah, I'd say a Spanish speaker.
I would say Spanish speaking. Wow, it's so interesting to see what the titles are in other languages. Oh, we've got some nice quilt, looks like right there. Nice little quilt. A lot of YA, very YA. We have some kids' books. Okay, so this person either likes picture books or has a child. Looks like we have some graphic novels, perhaps. Le Rousse Animals. I don't know what that means, but that seems fun.
Might do homeschooling.
Oh, okay. That's cool. All right, let's see.
Those look like the types of books that you would use like in a homeschool science class type situation.
Okay. Very nice. Yeah, okay. We've got a smattering of like educational and then YA fantasy.
And then I'm seeing some
Jodi Devil Wears Prada.
Yep.
Diablo. I can't read that one, Prada. Pretty sure that's what that is. Okay, some Jodi Picoult.
Yeah.
Lucinda Riley. Okay. Interesting. Little Funkos. Well, they are Harry Potter Funkos.
A little bit of everything on this, really.
Yeah.
What?
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like my bookshelf, and I do homeschool my kids.
Okay.
So,
Hunger Games. What is it? Jogos Voraces.
Selection series, Shatter Me series.
Okay, I am annoyed their Hunger Games is out of order.
Yes.
That's annoying.
not a person who puts books in order and
yeah, all they have here's the Shatter Me you're saying. Who is this? Who's this little guy? I have no idea who that is.
Not sure.
Anime character, probably.
Or K-pop idol, because for me, I was
K-pop.
Yes.
Yep, you're right. Probably that. Okay, so yeah, very I don't want to be mean, but a little bit basic. It's a little bit basic.
If they're in a Spanish-speaking country, I can understand why, because books are not necessarily always going to be widely available and translated
this looks like
editions. So I can understand having more of the like popular stuff.
Oh, that's a Harry Potter Lego. I was like, what is that?
Put your books in order at least.
Someone's hiding. We have a peeping Tom. Just kidding. All right. Well, any readathon suggestions for this person? For what they have?
The full moonathons would be great for the vampire.
Yeah.
Full moonathon. All right.
Agreed.
Beautiful. All right, Elimarna, what picture do you want to see?
13.
Ooh, okay.
Oh my.
Hanging shelves, some here, and a little space underneath. Very nice. Interesting. Okay, let's take a look. I smell books. Love that. Mm-hmm. And some Lilo and Stitch. We have a diamond painting here. Cool. All right. Oh, tattooed hearts. Okay, wait. Flytrap. That's a middle grade, I believe. Puddin. Like, what do I recognize? Sudoku. We got a nerd. We've got a nerd. Okay, I also relentlessly play Sudoku on my phone. So
Puddin.
Puddin. A lot of, I think, what is it? A lot of this looks to me like a lot of contemporary romance, a little bit of like paranormally, like this side looks, or possibly dark romance. We have a look at the little crochet turtle.
Oh, that's adorable.
I see Praise. So
Praise?
definitely, yeah, Praise is
Yeah.
Salacious Players Club.
Oh. Or
Nora
Nora
Roberts.
Roberts.
John
Veronica
Sanford.
Raw. Okay. Amber and Dusk. I know that one. I haven't ever read it. Maybe I did read it and I just didn't care. That could have been another way. Okay. Oh, Book Jumper. No, I have to read that. That's on my TBR right now, actually.
Serpent and Dove.
Which is a German
Which is
translated book.
four.
But yeah. Okay. A lot of also these books look loved.
Yeah.
They do look like they have read. There's Reckless. Okay. All right. I don't really see any rhyme or reason to how these books are set up. Like there's Divergent, and then you go to this series over here, which I don't remember. Punk 57. Okay. Lake's Edge. Examine. A lot of titles I don't know, but like I recognize from like other houses that just like collect books. They don't necessarily read them all. They just have them. They're like passed down, or they just picked them up and then never read them. There's our Hunger Games. Also backwards and upside down.
Spell shop. They have the spell shop. That's good.
You went, but it's all the way in the corner.
I know. Oh,
Butcher and Blackbird.
Very amusing story.
We have Butcher and Blackbird right next to Caraval.
Yeah, it took after reading Butcher and Blackbird, it took a hot minute for me to be able to eat vanilla ice cream.
White Lark.
Okay. There's an interesting mix on this. There's like
having Fairy Tale by Stephen King right next to the Stormcrow. I'm like, I'm uncomfortable.
and next to a Nora Roberts.
Yeah. We need to organize our shelves. Somebody needs me to restart my 1-episode series of Bookshelf Rescue.
I mean,
Library
if you really
Rescue.
Want to, and you could get out to New York.
Oh,
I could use some help.
it.
There's an interesting mix of like really popular stuff and like really well-known authors that maybe you're more likely to collect than actually read, and then like books that look loved and have definitely been read. So
this person likes turtles. Is this a turtle here? I think it's a turtle.
Oh,
is that a Buc-ee's? We've got a Buc-ee's.
Yes,
where
we
did
do.
Buc-ee's originate? Was it California? I don't know where Buc-ee's originated. So I'm just assuming this person's in California now. Although, also, what's up here? We got a little dude. We got a sloth and a little dude.
I think that's a gnome.
Well, yeah. Was it from something though? I feel like, is that gnome from things?
No, I think that might be one of just the
also
get it off a shelf.
Dog.
Hello, dog. Dog
spotted.
Dog. We like dog.
Oh, as Paul squeaks his toy. Love it. Okay. Well, verdict for this person. What's their readathon?
One of the chaotic ones, because they have a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I think, you know what? I think you deserve Suffer-a-thon. I think you deserve it.
I was about to say they could probably actually have something for anything in Suffer-a-thon with their collection.
Yep.
Like anything that comes up in there. Like like we've had prompts that are like your favorite author's worst book. Like they probably have it. So, yeah.
Their favorite author's worst book. It's this edition of the Sudoku thing. I love that they have the book Sudokus, because like those are harder for me to do than my little app. So because I can write all the notes in my app and then just have them go away once I figure it out.
Yeah.
So Love it. It does look kind of cozy though. Like we have their reading
Yeah.
light right here, and then they've got their
couch
pillow and
pillow
couch.
and-
That's nice.
Yeah. I like the general vibe of it, and I
Yeah.
could see this being like what I would do if I was putting together like a dedicated reading corner instead of
Yeah.
just my whole office being my
Mhm.
reading corner. Like I would do something like this where I would have like a selection of my books available and be like, these are what I'm really kind of focusing on right now.
Yeah.
So I could see
Absolutely.
that like vibe overall pretty good.
Good vibes.
Yes,
All
definitely
right,
good vibes with there.
Well, thank you for bookshelf roasting. I do believe now is the time to speak on what we're excited for coming up in March.
Yes.
So, Alex, I'm going to start with you. Boom. Please introduce your book that you wanted to tell us so much about.
Hunt the Villain by Rena Kent. It is
Okay.
the second one in the villain series. And it is Vaughn and Julian's story. I've been dying for Vaughn's story. I wanted to know who the White Mask was from Legacy of Gods. And then he's part of this villain series, which is all male romance. And I'm like, I got to do this. But it's a Bratva. Yeah, they're Bratva romances.
And for those in the audience who don't know what that means, what is that?
That is the Russian mafia.
Okay, I'm gonna read you this. It is technically a standalone, based on what we have here, because it says that it is a standalone dark mafia rivals romance set in the world of Legacy of God. So you may not have to read the first book in the series to read this one. But yeah, it's a dark college romance, is what it says. With Julian.
Yes. Yep,
Julian.
with Julian and Vaughn.
Would you like me to read? I'm gonna read you guys the lovely description. Oh, the synopsis. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
This I'm gonna try to do this with a straight face. This is gonna be really hard to do though. Okay. Especially since I know that he's Russian. Okay. I'm hunting a monster. The first time I met Yulian Dmitriev, it was hate at first sight. He's brash, chaotic, and a violence junkie. In short, everything I disregard. As heirs to two notorious mafia organizations, we were shoved together in an unorthodox setting. The more I learn about Julian, the deeper my loathing seeps, until I truly see the person within and something forbidden sparks between us. But our coexistence is cut short when tragedy strikes. Julian and I go back to our respective parallel worlds that shouldn't cross, but they do. And once again, I'm dragged into the orbit of a man I shouldn't want. Two men can't be together in our world. Paul. That's bloopers. Paul.
Now, would it be a good time to tell you now that he's actually American?
No, I don't care. He's Russian now.
Vaughn is from the New York Bratva and Julian's from the Chicago Bratva.
Well, his name is Yulian Dmitriev, so he's Russian now.
Yeah, and Vaughn is Von Mozarov.
Oh my god.
Well, anyway, I had one more sentence to do. Two men can't be together in our world, but Julian blurs every limit I thought existed until everything is in jeopardy, our hearts included. There. I'm setting it in Russia now, so
Oh my
there you go.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
You okay there? Everybody okay?
Yes. Literally crying. It's fine.
Well, this one comes out March 24th for those interested. Yeah. I'm going to do special live streams just reading this type of book in my Russian accent, in my bad Russian accent, even if it's not set in Russia. I'll just do that.
Please
Oh, I got a
Members
whole
only.
stack for you. I got a stack for you, and you should do the Monster Trilogy because Creole actually has the Russian accent.
Nice. Well, in that case, I'll make him Irish. I'll just refuse to do anyone's actual accent and just do something else.
Well, the monster trilogy is Kirill and Sasha, and that's Vaughn's parents.
Cool. Sasha is now Jennifer Coolidge, and
Oh God.
all right, Elimarna, would you like to talk about yours?
Yes, The Library of Amerlin by Kaylin Josephson. I think it comes out March 3rd. I basically saw the cover and the sprayed edges on it and went, that is stunning, and it says library, so I have to have it. I didn't really even read the synopsis. I just said need.
Yep, it does have a special edition with nice painted sprayed edges. Looks beautiful as well. You can't see it on this photo, but I can see them. Do you have a preferred accent I read this synopsis in?
Please do Jennifer Coolidge.
The Library of Amerlin. Kassira used to be a masterful con, choosing her target, building trust, judging the precise moment to make her move. Now she's working off a lengthy prison sentence by hunting dangerous magical creatures on behalf of the fanatical kingdom of Kalthos. But Kassira's past catches up to her when the ambassador from Kalthos arrives at her camp with her freedom in exchange for infiltrating and destabilizing the magical institution meant to protect all 6 kingdoms, the Library of Amerlin. When Kassira assumes the role of a new assistant librarian, she enters an enchanting world brimming with books and beasts, tempting her with a life she can never have. But Kassira's real future depends on her long con to bring down the librarian. Unfortunately, Alistair is as prickly as he is handsome, and his monstrous secrets are about to catch up with them both. Makes me want a hot dog real bad. So if that didn't tempt you to read the book, there you go.
Nothing will. Nothing will at that point. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I was just like,
I worked really hard on my Jennifer Coolidge. I hope it's acceptable to everybody.
Oh my God. It's
well,
stunning.
I saw the cover. I'm like, oh, that's pretty. Let me write it down. And then you did that. I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely going to read this.
Someone can commission me to read these live.
Yeah. It sounds interesting. I'm just dying right now. I couldn't breathe at one point.
Well, as we said, this one comes out on March 3rd. Get your copies now. It's unfortunately not coming out on the 4th of July. Anyway, I also have a book that I'm very excited about coming out in March, and that is called The Geomagician by Jennifer Mandula. And it is fossil hunting. And I'm very excited about it. Do we have a preferred accent for this one?
Can you do Steve Irwin?
Can I do Steve Irwin? Crikey! It works because it's a paleontologist. I'll see. I'm not great at my Steve Irwin. I will try the best here, okay? I gotta get in the zone. Oh, she's a beaut. Mary Anning wants to be a geomagician, a paleontologist who uses fossils to wield magic. But since the Geomagical Society of London refuses to admit women, she's stuck selling her discoveries to tourists instead. When an ancient egg hatches in her hands, revealing a lovable baby pterodactyl Mary names Ajax. She knows this the kind of scientific find that could make her career if she's strategic. Mary contacts the society about her discovery, and they demand to take possession of Ajax. Their emissary is none other than Henry Stanton, a distinguished and infuriatingly handsome scholar, and the man who once broke Mary's heart. Henry claims he believes in the brilliant Mary and that he only wants to help her obtain the respect she deserves. She knows she can't trust her fellow scholars who want to discredit her and claim Ajax for their own. But can she even trust Henry, who seems intent on winning Mary back? Now Mary has a new mystery to solve that's buried deeper than any dinosaur. She must uncover the secrets behind the society and the truth about Henry. As her conscience begins to chafe against her ambition, Mary must decide what lengths she's willing to go to finally belong and what her heart really wants. Crikey, what a story!
That actually sounds really interesting.
It was sometimes when I do Steve, when I slip into a bit of Cockney,
yeah,
and then I start sounding a little bit like the is it Love Island introducer tonight on Love Island, but that's more Scottish. You know, good times. But I'm really excited about this one. This one comes out March 31st, very end of the month. Nice. But I'm super stoked for it. Does anybody know what prompts any of these guys would cover in Herkyet or Suffer-a-thon or anything?
I mean, obviously new release.
Yep, yes. New releases. Here's your releases.
Hunt the Villain would be for black cover, gold cover, because those were on there. Mm-hmm. If you need a gay book, it's 2 men.
Yep. Geomagicians clearly has 7+ colors on the cover. Definitely see a good rainbow. There. And we have, we have an animal, maybe pterodactyl. That would work, I think. It's fun. It's good times. Good food, good feeling, Village Inn. Okay. We're good. Let me get us back here. All right. Well, thank you both for being here with me today.
Absolutely.
Talking readathons. Once again, you can find both my lovely co-hosts in the Discord. You can at them and annoy them, and it'll be really funny. Just send a lot of them Jennifer Coolidge gifts. That'd be great.
Please no. I'm gonna be sitting there trying to do something and just randomly laughing when I open my phone.
Yep, so definitely do that. And just a little bit of housekeeping if you didn't already know what's going on. Right now, I am in the process of moving. So everything right now, there is discount codes on my Ko-fi shop right now. I have code MOVING for any of my commissions. You can get 20% off. And code MOVING SHOP for any of my shop items, including any of my books and other fun things. If you want to help me not have to move things to a new place, I would appreciate it. Wonderful. But you guys check us out every Wednesday. We have new videos, and the last Wednesday of every month is a new podcast episode for you. And if you want to decide things in videos coming up in the podcast and stuff, you can subscribe to my Ko-fi page and you get first dibs at everything. And you can control some things that happen here on our podcast or live or in videos or randomly in my life. I don't know what I'm doing right now. That's what it is. Cool. Elimarna, thank you so much for being here. Alex, thank you so much for being here. Any final words and statements from you both?
I do plan on making you read God of Fury by Rena Kent.
Me?
Is that what you were gonna give me?
You. Yes, that's what I was gonna give you, Ellie.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't actually if I can't get it through Libby right now, I can't actually acquire books at the moment. So I'm pretty limited. But
on my Libby, I found out my library recently got all of Rena Kent's books.
Nice. Yeah,
So
I don't know. I don't know what is on my Libby. I just renewed my library card. It was expired for a while. Let's see. Rena Kent.
Yeah. And then what was the book you're making Alex read again? For losing the game?
Crown Princess by Sherwood Smith. I will put a link in the Discord.
Awesome.
Because I love that book. I read it when I was in high school. It is just, it's so much fun. It's such a fun book. And it was the book that really got me into fantasy.
That's good.
So
I love that. Oh, you were so nice.
I'm a nice person sometimes when I decide to be. I have to put conscious effort into it.
I'm just dark and evil all the time, as you all know.
See, I just know Q does not like mafia books.
I can't say I've never read them, but they're definitely not my genre.
But see, God of Fury, it's a college romance
Mm-hmm.
with a little bit of Bratva in there.
Okay. I will read the whole thing in Russian accent then.
I would
God.
not be able to read a God of Fury.
Well, technically, Nikolai does have a little Russian accent.
Little Russian accent, just little tiny bit.
Brandon is English.
What part? There's a lot of English accents out there.
It's just they're on some random island that has this university, and that's where they all go to school.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
I just checked my Libby. I do not have it, so I would not have actually been able to read it.
well, everybody listening, you can make me read books. You can commission me to read them. And apparently that's what Alex is going to make me read. So what else are you going to make me read? And I will blog it. Okay. Well, thank you again, both of you, for joining me. Thank you, everybody listening right now or watching this on the YouTubes. And we will see you next time for all the things on Books, the Qniverse, and everything. Bye.